rare and balanced view on politics in today's world. Based on facts, born of rationality, common sense, and logic, providing context on today's events, this is American Perspective with Rick Thomas.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to American Perspective. I am your host, Rick, and I'm sorry, I have to keep laughing at that. It's kind of an internal private joke with me and Mrs. Whiskey. Anyway, so tonight is our 2024 Turkey Talk with, of course, Captain Unicorn. But before I bring him on, I've got a couple of things that I need to get done, which of course is the way of the world as of today. So first, oh, you know what? Oh my goodness, I forgot to switch over. I was in such a hurry to get things going here. Let's see if I can switch this without, I forgot to switch who it was going to be. So let's go with this. And all right, that's better. All right, so let's go ahead and please, for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you are of mine, please stand, remove your hat, if you're wearing one like me. Otherwise, place your hand over your heart and follow along with Coco, Cam, and Sean in the Pledge of Allegiance. And for those of you that do not know, just because I want to make this clear so that people understand this, I do this every time. Sean is autistic. He is mostly nonverbal, but he gets so excited with this that he will actually join in at times. So what you'll hear is you'll hear him come in the beginning, then he'll go to his nonverbal typical state, and then he'll finish it off at the end. It's not a big deal. You guys, you'll get it. We just love Coco, Cam, and Sean for doing this. So if you are of mine, please stand, remove your hat, place your hand over your heart, and join in Coco, Cam, and Sean in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and thank you, Coco, Cam, and Sean, for that wonderful rendition of the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would like to hear your rendition of the Pledge of Allegiance here on the program, all you need to do is record yourself performing it in your style. Then grab that audio file or even a video file. I've done those too. So grab that audio file or video file, attach it to an email with a paperclip, according to 3 Chevy, and send it off to fans, F-A-N-S, at AmericanPerspective.online. That's fans at AmericanPerspective.online. And of course, tonight is Saturday, so a couple of things. First of all, let's go ahead and get my headliner promo out of the way, which is the Institute on the Constitution. The Institute on the Constitution was established in 2004 as a 501c3 nonprofit with one singular mission, and that is to restore the constitutional republic through grassroots education. All courses and materials are developed using primary source documents and taught from the American view of law and government as defined in the Declaration of Independence in the following 3 key points. 1, there is a God. 2, our rights come from him. And 3, the purpose of civil government is to secure and protect our God-given rights. The IOTC offers the opportunity to educate yourself on our most precious founding document, the Constitution of the United States. They also provide tools to educate your community and get involved with local government. Start by taking their free U.S. Constitution course and go from there. Use my affiliate link, iotc.americanperspective.online, to sign up. And while you are there, take a moment to look through their other course material and information. My affiliate link, once again, is iotc.americanperspective.online to get great content to learn about our historical founding and support the show in the process. That's iotc.americanperspective.online. Or if you just want to purchase this fabulous Saddleback leather-bound U.S. Constitution to support the show, please go to constitution.americanperspective.online. Check this thing out. It's an 1/8 of an inch of Saddleback leather wrapped around pages that are water and tear resistant. And look at that binding. No cheap glue here, folks. It is stitched all the way through the leather and the pages, wrapping it all together. It has a 100-year warranty. against materials and manufacturer defects, such that you can send it back to the manufacturer and they will either fix it or replace it for free. Go to constitution.americanperspective.online and get yours today. It is buddy tested, buddy approved, Billy tasted, Billy approved, and my youngest whiskey warrior has confirmed that the information contained herein will help to get you your civics badge in Scouts. Go to constitution.americanperspective.online and get yours today. Don't forget, Christmas is coming. These make great stocking stuffers. All right. Also, don't forget to check out the rest of the Institute on the Constitution as well. All right, let's go ahead. I've dispensed with all of that. But first, one last thing before we bring on the guest of the hour, the venerable, the wonderful, the fantastic amateur chef known as Captain Unicorn. He is coming on in just one moment. But tonight's drink is Woodford Reserve. Yes, Bonnie, I actually went and got Woodford Reserve. Is Bonnie in the chat yet? I haven't seen her yet. She should be there. But I am drinking it, of course, out of my... It's what I do. I drink, and I know things. Glass. With the stones in the bottom. As 3 Chevy always says, it takes stones to drink with whiskey. So there we go. That is some good stuff. All right. So... let's go ahead and bring him on. And I know I sounded like I was Ben Shapiro there for a minute because I took off in saying things really, really fast. And the reason being, of course, is I wanted to get to this fantastic guest that we have coming on right. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I forgot. We've got to beam the Star Trek warrior into the studio. So hang on just a moment. Let me get the transporter ready, and here we are. Oh, what the heck? It's going away. Screwed that up somehow. Hold on just a second. Let's do that again. There we go. Now we're bringing him in. Come on now. Bring it all the way. Yeah, there he is. Oh, he looks a little funky. He's not quite all the way through. Hold on. Hold on. You're not all the way through yet. What the heck happened? I know what's happening. I do know what's happening.
I'm a ghost. I'm dead.
You are a ghost. You know, it's just one of those funny things that occurs every once in a while. And it happens. Wait, where is it? There it is. It happens every once in a while because hold on. That's not where it is. Hold on just a second. I'm getting there. Just give me just a second here.
Are you?
Yeah, you know, hey, this is live. This is live television, man. This is what happens at times. Let's cut this back just a little bit here. That should bring you into better focus. Let's bring this back just a little bit more. And that should be good. That should get you. Yeah, that should get you. I overcompensated for your green screen. That's what happened, folks. But anyway, so there we go. All right. What, buddy? What are you talking about with audio only? I'm assuming the pictures are there. Anyway, okay. They'll let me know. Anyway, hello, welcome back for our fourth. That's right, 4th annual Turkey Talk.
Wow, been that long?
Yeah, it has. We started in 2020.
Cool.
And you know how I know? Is because I took all of our recipes and I kept sticking them into, I basically kept sticking them into folders. So every single recipe group that we've done has all been put together in a zip folder, which, by the way, is in the description of the video, so you can download that. I've taken all of our stuff. I've put them into PDF or image files so that everybody can see them, and I've got them by year, and it started off in 2020. So we have...
And if anybody has ever made any of these recipes, please let us know. I would love the feedback.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, we will go ahead and do that. Let's do a real quick audio check. Give me just a 1, 2, 3 really quick.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're a little bit low there, Cougar. Let's see.
Should I turn up my...
No,
mobile?
not your side. Nope.
Okay.
This will be mine. Go ahead and do that again real quick.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. You got a nice deep radio voice, man. That's the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, all right. Ooh, I got to clear some things off the screen. All right. So this year, I put out a challenge, just so everybody understands. This year, I put out a challenge, and the challenge was, what happens if people don't want to do, like, the normal Thanksgiving? Okay?
Then don't.
Yeah, don't.
Really simple. Because, personally, I'm getting kind of tired of turkey myself.
Oh, there you go.
And going over to brother-in-law's house for Thanksgiving, he's going to do a prime rib.
Ah, yes, that was one of the options. On the situation, that was one of the options there. So that's cool. But he's going to do prime rib. But I also know that we had like other options as well. Because I mean, again, people kind of get tired of always doing like the mashed potatoes, always doing like the green bean salad, always.
Yeah, it can get very repetitive.
Yeah.
You tend to do the same things for every holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's too close together for you to actually want it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
So
why I will never do green bean casserole ever again.
green bean casserole.
It's fine the first day, but leftovers, no. There's no point.
Yep. Yeah, and I also know too, like Tommy has pointed out here, Tommy over on Facebook. If I can bring your comment up, there it is. 2 people and a turkey is an eternity. she says, "Yay for Cornish game hens." Yep.
Now I did Cornish game hens not too long ago. I smoked them, and I don't get the appeal. It's too damn small. The bones are tiny. I could, 2 bites and I'm done.
Right.
Really? It's just nah. Give me a whole chicken.
Oh, there you go. Give him a whole chicken. Well, JLQUE says, "Hi, I love your cranberry sauce." Remember that from 2020? All the way
done
back?
So many recipes.
Oh, I know. We've gone through a lot of them over the years. But hey,
But the first one I sent you for this time, it looks amazing.
okay, well, that's a great segue. Let's go ahead and get into that. I'm assuming
Nice segue.
I'm assuming that you're talking about the turkey. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and
So
take a
if
look.
anybody does meat church, anybody does a lot of smoking and goes into their rubs, this is where I found this recipe, and it just looks. Look at the title: 400 clove garlic turkey.
Yep.
Who wouldn't love that? Children. That's who would.
Well, yeah, but you're not really making this for kids anymore, are you?
There's a video associated with it. You watch it through it, and it's just you don't put the garlic in the turkey. You put it under the turkey so it soaks up all the juices. Then you turn that into gravy.
Ah, okay. Well, I was wondering why you gave me the YouTube video. Here's the YouTube video for it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of wondering about that, but as a part of the YouTube video in their description, I went ahead and grabbed the link that takes it to the recipe. So that's the recipe, and they go through. It's a blog post, really, is what it is. But I would suggest that if you're planning on doing something with this, definitely go and watch the video first, and go from there, because that'll help you out with the rest of the recipe. So.
It's like 2.5 pounds of garlic cloves.
Oh, wow. Well, nobody's going to get bitten by vampires then.
Not for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll last forever. I once worked with a guy. He liked garlic so much that you just sit next to him and you can smell the garlic coming out of his pores.
Ew.
Wasn't a good garlic smell either.
Wasn't?
No.
Well, that's not good. All right. So, the garlic turkey, are you thinking of maybe doing this year?
No, I'm going over to my brother-in-law's. He's doing the prime rib, but I did get a turkey, and I'm going to try and redo the fried turkey I did last year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't turn out very well.
Right.
See last year's video.
Yep.
Yeah, we cut the wings off to make gravy out of that, and I got the bird turned around. I put the thermometer in the back instead of the breast, so
right.
It was done in 3 minutes. Like that doesn't sound right. Cut into it raw. Shit.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Now, before I left this weekend, of course, they were my company was talking. My boss at the time was talking about turkey and that, and he was talking about the fried turkey, but then he also did a smoked turkey. Now, didn't you do a smoked turkey at one point?
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. It's really good.
Yeah. Any suggestions on the smoked turkey?
Make sure you put a pan under it to catch the drippings.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not getting gravy that way.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, but no, it is so good. But I am a firm believer in brining your bird. Wet or dry, doesn't matter.
You know,
if you don't brine it, you're missing out.
Kyle, you and I are like, because that's where I was going to go next, man. Brining the bird. We've said this like every single year. You really have to brine the bird. I'm sorry. It's
becoming more popular now because I've seen all kinds of kits at the store for turkey brines.
Oh, okay.
So it's become popular because it makes the how a brine works, equilibrium of salt inside and out. So, and it brings the flavor along with it as it goes back into the bird.
Right.
So it makes the bird very, very moist, the moistest breast you'll ever have. And the gravy you get from that, yeah, shut up. We're talking about birds, not wives.
We're going to get off the rails really, really fast. You got to be careful with my chat, man. I'm telling you.
We're not there. We're not there yet.
It's
close.
They were starting to talk about Jaws before we even came in, but
Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws for the movie. But here, okay. Nana of JJS says, I put a bacon blanket on my turkey before putting it in the oven. That's interesting.
That can work too. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not done it. The only thing I've done with that is a bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. So the garlic, 400 clove garlic turkey. So that's an option for someone who's not, doesn't want to do just the standard roast.
Or never wants to be kissed again.
Yeah. That dude never wants to be kissed again. So the other one, now I was actually looking and, let's see, for those of you that are, I got to find it first. For those of you that are looking at being just a couple of people over Thanksgiving, not like a huge thing, here's an option for you. This is a cranberry stuffed turkey breast. And it's, again, it's not your typical like bird kind of thing, but this is the, let me see what happens if I click on that. Oh, no. Anyway, so this is just an option for you as well. We've got this recipe in the scenario. It takes about 45 minutes to prep, about an hour to cook, 15 minutes, they say, for an additional time. So the total time is about 2 hours. And believe it or not, this actually does make a lot of servings. It's 10 servings. So if you're only like two or three people coming over, man, you could still have some leftovers from this. So yeah. And it's, cranberry. Not a lot of people, I don't know. Some people like cranberry. I actually, I grew into it. It's almost
a staple just to have on the table. It's like a decoration.
Yeah, I grew into it, and you ruined me with that cranberry sauce from 2020. I'm telling you, that thing. My wife,
you made it.
Well, my wife made it the next year, and it's my mother made it, and that has been the hit of the ball, the belle of
Nice.
the ball for a lot of people who, anybody that likes cranberry. It's a raspberry cranberry sauce.
Mhm.
And it's very, very tasteful, very tasty for sure. But you're talking about prime rib being the main thing. I was looking for yours this year. I was looking and, where the heck is it? Here it is. I was looking at this. This is an option. Beef Wellington.
Yeah.
For an option.
That is very intense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steps to it.
A lot of steps to it. I've never done one.
Neither have I. I'm almost afraid to.
Huh.
Because you got to get a nice cut of meat.
Right.
You screw it up, it hurts. You screw up an expensive piece of meat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Well, my stepmother, she tried it herself, but she did with smaller cuts, more like Gordon Ramsay's smaller versions of the restaurant.
Right.
But hers didn't turn out that bad. But I'm like I can't remember. It was like 30 years ago right now.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always wanted to try it just to see if I could do it because it is good.
Well, I guess if it's, I don't know. Maybe I might consider it, but man, it looks good. When you see it cut into it, it looks so good.
Yeah.
It just looks so good. All right. So we've got that. Let's see. What else do we have? I've done a couple of mine. Why don't you go on with one of yours? Which one do you want?
Doesn't matter. Pick one. I mean,
Oh.
I went with what to do with the leftovers.
Oh, yes.
Because we have so many things to do with the main course. It's old hat by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tweaks recipes. So what do you do with all the crap you got left over?
Okay. Well, that being the case, let's take a look at this one.
Which one's this?
This is the
This is-
crunch wraps.
Oh, yeah. That's not. It's just a variation on, because they're all basically the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Shove everything together and choose your form, either a casserole or a crunch wrap. I've seen egg rolls,
Yeah.
but they're all the same thing. Shove everything into the thing.
Right.
So what form do you want it in?
Yeah, that's true.
And what leftovers do you have?
So
Because
is
generally
this
potatoes are left over, and
Right.
stuffing, that kind of goes pretty fast. Sometimes you got to make more just so you have leftovers.
my kids are
This
weird.
kind of
They
stuff.
don't like stuffing. I don't know why. They just
Disown
don't.
them now.
Huh?
Disown them.
I got to tell you, my daughter in particular, she's got all kinds of like specialty stuff. We just found out something today that she didn't like, and we thought that she did, and it's whatever. Anyway,
Okay, so we're the same age.
yeah.
Over all the years and all the stuffings you've had, have you ever been really impressed with a homemade stuffing?
No,
No,
not really.
neither have I.
Yeah.
I've had the cornbread, I've had the sourdough, I've had all kinds. My grandmother's oyster stuffing. Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't care for oysters.
Well, I was talking
so-
about this not too long ago with somebody. I can't remember. Maybe it was Steven Stiles. Anyway, he and I were talking about turkey and Thanksgiving, and my brother-in-law, he loved to hunt. He loves to hunt birds. He hunts turkeys, and he brought over a wild one that he had shot. And let's just say that it was interesting, but we stuffed it with the stuffing, and the stuffing didn't come out all that great either. So yeah, homemade stuffing is just, to me, is, I don't know. You got to know how to do it right. You just got to do it right.
I think for me, the best homemade one was my step grandmother's 7-Up or Sprite stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
Had sausage in it. She made it with Sprite. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
Do you have the recipe?
No.
No.
I never thought about it until just now.
Sorry, I'm cracking up not only at that, but I'm also cracking up because Buddy Weiser just posted this. Order a pizza.
Order pizza. Yeah, sometimes Thanksgiving can be a bit much for people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of work for one meal, essentially.
Yep. Yep. So I've got a question. Is this looks like you're putting it into a tortilla. You're wrapping like all of it into a tortilla and then doing like a panini press or something?
Or just put it in a pan and put a weight on it. Another pan on top, plate, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's a Taco Bell crunch wrap, but with leftovers.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. Well, that's something new to do the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, we always do like turkey sandwiches, open-faced turkey sandwiches. Put the turkey on the bread.
Okay, you got to have your homemade rolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about this every year, but we're going to do it again. So keep up the tradition.
Yep.
For my family, it was always lunch at noon to 2, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you can get. So we have the full meal. We clean up. We do dishes, and then maybe 2-3 hours later, it's dinner time.
Right.
So we bring it all over again, and we eat. Or the women cut there and pick at it, and the men just go, because they're all pigs. But that's what I'm used to, grazing all day long on the same stuff. And you have to have the obligatory roll sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of mayo, maybe a little bit of gravy.
Right.
Pop it in the microwave for 12 seconds. That's the exact right amount of time for each individual sandwich. And it's just like the best thing. It's the thing I look forward to every year. Not the meal itself, it's the leftovers, that one little sandwich.
Right. Okay. One little sandwich. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. Hey, that you just ask any of my chatters. It happens a lot. But anyway, oh, and I can't use my special little icon for them either. Ah, darn it. Anyway, not a big deal. So, yeah, I didn't carry it over to this scene. Anyway, so one of the things that I was thinking about is how turkey can be and potentially incorporated into some other things. For an example, we oftentimes will use ground turkey for tacos, and we'll do ground turkey tacos, stuff like that. So I was looking, yeah, you're shaking your head, but it comes out okay.
No, it's not the taste, it's the texture for me.
Oh.
It's very mealy. Have you ever had an Impossible Whopper?
No, and I will never have an Impossible Whopper.
I had to do a taste test. So I bought one of each and compared them.
Yeah.
The flavor was spot on. You couldn't tell the difference taste-wise, but it had that mealy turkey burger consistency.
Right.
That was off-putting.
Oh, okay.
If they can nail the texture, then I don't see any problem with it.
Right.
With the fake meat.
Well, that being the case, I wonder how you would feel about something like this. Turkey meatloaf.
Made from actual turkey instead of the pre-processed.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
burger?
It's ground turkey. I mean, now, okay. So here's one of the problems that you have when you are cooking, at least in my experience. When you're cooking with a meat that is not very fatty, okay, you have to add in some fat for some things, because if you don't, the meat's going to end up cooking really, really fast, and it's going to come out dry. And this happens a lot when people try to cook things like, buffalo, elk, deer, even like I was saying about earlier about the wild turkey. The problem is that these animals, they don't have a lot of fat in them because they're always running.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do stuff like this, like even with a turkey meatloaf or whatever, it's always a good idea to do it as a mix with some other more typically fatty meat. So for an example, turkey meatloaf, you may not want to go with all 100% turkey. What you should do is maybe mix in a little bit of ground beef into it and roll it around and, get it. I mean, it's the same thing with like meatballs and stuff. You got to have some sort of a binding agent to
turkey as a filler?
Turkey.
Essentially.
Yeah, the turkey would be like maybe do like a 50-50 or a 60-40 mix, something like that. But yeah, you kind of have to give it that additional liquid.
Moisture.
Hey, hang on.
Moisture.
Our Australian contingent is checking in here on Facebook. Kangaroo.
Okay, how is that?
I don't know.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Becky. I have no idea.
I mean, is it like bare and very greasy?
I don't know. Becky, you're gonna have to tell us about it. Oh, always hopping. I've got some. Yeah. Anyway, and then of course, Nana is suggesting that you wrap the turkey meatloaf with bacon.
There you go. Or replace turkey altogether with just hamburger.
Yeah.
There you go. Done.
Oh. G says bacon helps everything.
That's not really true.
Buddy goes, wrap the bacon with bacon.
Oh, there you go. Oh. A couple stores around here, they sell bacon steaks, which is like a 1/4 inch thick cut. It's 4 pieces to a pound.
Right.
Oh my God, it's so good. Oh. It's really thick. You got to cook it slow.
Right.
But I've done BLTs with it. I've done candied bacon with those, and it's just phenomenal. I sent some to my dad for birthday, Father's Day. He really disappointed me with it. He said he cooked it in the microwave.
Oh.
I nearly jumped through the phone and slapped him. Like, how dare you do that to bacon? I mean, what's wrong with the stove?
Yeah, I'm sorry, divergent here. U.S. Abby girl is saying that she's not Asian, or Asian, what am I saying? She's not Cajun, okay, but she loves dirty rice. I am on there too. I am right there, up there. Oh, and I guess you don't have to be Cajun to love Cajun.
True.
Anyway, yeah.
I've been known to make a nice jambalaya.
Yeah, yep. Oh, Coco de Whiskey. She's got an idea. We should just have a bacon holiday.
I like it.
I'm right there. I'm on it right there. All right. So second possible option for leftovers. Let's see. What do we have?
Now, you don't have to
here?
use all the ones I sent you. It's just.
Oh no,
Pick
I've
one
got.
you think will work.
Believe me, I got a whole long online, and if we get to them, great. If we
Okay.
don't, they're in the package. All you have, and the link, by the way, just to let everybody know, all my listeners and watchers, if you go and grab that link, it comes in a zip file, and they're separated out by year. So you've got 2020, 2021, etc., all the way up to this year. And if we don't get to them, they're still in the package. They're still there.
But the early recipes are all of the best ones. There's my potato chive souffle.
Oh,
That's a must. My sons wait all year for I make it for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and that's it.
right.
Because it is so special. I don't want to ruin it by having it so often. Mm-hmm. It's just fancy mashed potatoes, really. But it is so good.
Yeah. Well, Becky chimes in about the kangaroo. Says it's very lean. Oh, that's typical with most wild game, believe it or not. But let's get on. This is an interesting connection between the two. This one is your Thanksgiving potato skins.
That sounded really good. Because I love loaded potato skins. Or twice baked potatoes. Love those things.
Yeah. You know, you're making my mouth water here. I'm thinking the same thing because I'm like, oh my gosh, twice baked potatoes with skins, and then you put a little turkey and cranberry and
Now I'm gonna have to make some. It's been so long.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're making my mouth water. What are you doing here? This is what happens every time you come on the show. You always just like make the best stuff. It's like
I like to cook.
oof, yeah. Well, I like to eat.
Well, hey, stop on by and I'll make another steak dinner.
That would be fantastic. We are going to have to get together sometime. Tommy is asking, what's the red stuff? That's the cranberry sauce, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the cranberry sauce on the top.
Yeah, you just chop it all up, mash it all together, shove it in a potato skin.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder. If the cranberry sauce that you put out, that one would work really well on this.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, it's kind of just like, well, again, it's
because
like
that cranberry sauce had
multi
layers of flavor.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, I think we just turned Tommy off. Tommy goes,
well, don't put on the cranberry sauce.
Yeah, well, that's true. You don't
optional.
have to put I mean, again, you don't have to do the cranberries. Okay. You don't. It's there.
Craisins. Go with craisins.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's a thought. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a thought. It is a thought.
The bad thought.
Yeah.
Bad touch.
All right. So here's another one that you did with this one is kind of interesting too. Friendsgiving nachos.
Well, not everybody has a family that they can get together with or like.
Right.
So they have Friendsgiving, or they have a separate one just for their friends.
Right.
There you go. And if it's after regular Thanksgiving, like on the weekend, that would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. G, I'm just going to tell you right now, you really need to get that cranberry sauce that we've been talking about. Okay. It is not your typical cranberry sauce. I'm serious. People who normally don't like cranberry sauce, they actually like the cranberry sauce that we've got there.
I don't do ordinary.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh, and of course, Coco, once again, use bacon bits instead of cranberry sauce.
Sure.
She's just all over those bacon bits.
Okay. Quick quiz.
Yeah.
Or how many people have a jar of bacon fat in their fridge?
That's a good question. All right. If you have bacon, what did you say? Bacon fat?
Bacon grease, bacon
leftover
fat drippings.
Okay. Yeah. If you have the bacon, the bacon fat, bacon grease, whatever, or the drippings or whatever, just put it in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's just see what happens here. We'll get a lot of, oh, we got at least 1, 2. So that was a no. Yeah. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Oh. Nana, who doesn't?
Thank you. Oh, because if I'm cooking a real lean cut of meat, I'll cook it in bacon fat.
Yep.
When I do a nice beef stew, I cook the meat chunks in bacon fat. This adds another layer of flavor.
Oh. Okay. Well, we kind of got mixed results. Some said yes, some said no, and we're just sort of like.
It doesn't. Personal preference of what you do. Not everyone is experimenty like I am.
Oh.
I just throw crap together and see what works.
Yeah. Coco, my dad loves his can-shaped cranberry sauce. Really?
That's the decoration on the table.
Yeah.
Nobody eats that.
I'm telling you, Coco, you really got to try it. Even if you do like a small batch and just see what it tastes like, you really got to try it. It changes your perception of cranberry sauce. And
worst comes to worst, add a little more sugar into it, turn it into a syrup, and that's a topping for ice cream then.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep. All right, so here's another.
Be thinking.
Oh, yeah, add bacon. Here's another option for the leftovers too, is a turkey shepherd's pie. Now this one could actually do. You can not only do the turkey, but you can also use the mashed potatoes in there too if you have.
Yeah, I thought that was genius. You notice I didn't put in there anywhere turkey tetrazzini because that's old, very old, and disgusting.
Okay, so bam, here's how you find it. All right, you got to download the zip file. And once you get that zip file, it is in the 2020 folder. There's only 3 recipes in that first folder, and that is one of them. So you got to download the zip file. It's a link in the description of the show, and you'll be able to grab it. It's the very first link at the top, and you can download the whole thing. So, but anyway, so turkey shepherd's pie, that actually, when you sent that over to me, I was like, oh, that's quite interesting, because that takes care of not only the turkey, but it also takes care of the mashed potatoes too.
Yeah.
You know, and it looks like you can like re-season them. You could even, I don't know, put cheese on the top if you wanted, as well.
Yeah, I love traditional shepherd's pie. Well, it's actually, I'm not going to talk about it. Cottage pie. Shepherd's pie is lamb. Cottage pie is beef.
Right. Right.
Don't mean to be technical on you.
That's okay. Go ahead. Be technical. I don't care.
Okay. I got to take care of something.
Okay.
Can you take me off the camera real quick?
Yeah, sure can. I can do that. And we'll wait for him to come back. While he is gone, let me go ahead and do another spot real quick. For those of you, now I'm not wearing one of the shirts tonight. Obviously, this is a special occasion. I had to kind of dress up a little bit. But one of the things that you may want to do is you may want to head on over to theflagshirt.com. That's theflagshirt.com. And go and check out all of their patriotic styles for men, women, and kids as well. Bunch of accessories. They're in the red, white, and blue. They are running a sale, which I think was just for today. It was $10 off for $100, but that's okay. No problem. They have that whole $75 or more. They send you free shipping. Or what you could do, because I know $75 is kind of tough in this economy. So maybe you just want to get one shirt or something along those lines. So I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out by, all you have to do is head on over to flagshirt.americanperspective.online. That's flagshirt.americanperspective.online. And once you are at that, you'll be presented with a coupon code, a promo code that you can copy and then paste it into the promo code box at theflagshirt.com at checkout. So when you go to checkout at theflagshirt.com, they'll present you with a promo box. You grab this code that you find at flagshirt.americanperspective.online. You can drop that into that promo box, and once you do that, you'll get $5 off your order on American Perspective. Go to theflagshirt.com and get yourself patriotized. All right. I do not think he is back yet, so I am going to move on with something real quick here. I'm going to go ahead and do another one of these. And basically, this one in particular, now, look, you have chicken fried chicken. You've got chicken fried steak. So why not have chicken fried turkey? Why not have chicken fried turkey? I mean, check that out. It's chicken fried turkey. And it looks like they put the green beans and the mashed potatoes right next to it. So I don't know if anybody would really be interested in that, but it's another variation of the whole turkey party for it. So chicken fried turkey is here. So give that a shot. You can give that a try. I saw that and I thought to myself, well, you know, it's kind of like bacon. You just sort of, you sort of go through and you go through and you can have everything chicken fried. I like a good chicken fried steak myself. That's kind of good, but chicken fried turkey, man, you can go and throw that in there too. Chicken fried turkey is a good option for you. And let me see. So here we've got, all right, so I've got a couple of sides that are a little bit different than your normal sides. And I see that Captain Unicorn is back, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him in here in just a second. But mashed sweet potatoes. Now this is a variation on something. Now, unfortunately, this is a video, and you know it doesn't. I tried playing it and it stopped, and yeah. Anyway, it didn't quite work out. I can see if I can maybe nope.
I've never been a fan of sweet potatoes.
I like them. Oh, we were just talking about chicken fried turkey, by the way. So Nana points out, bacon chicken fried is amazing.
Well, of course.
Do I sense a little bit of a theme going on here? You know, bacon.
Okay, I'm trying to think of things I can look up for. Okay, it's now become a project.
Uh-oh. What's
Make the most bacon-filled dinner ever,
Oh,
and not just slices of bacon. Bacon in absolutely everything. Because I've had bacon candy. Jones Sodas used to have a Thanksgiving pack. They had
Right.
bacon soda. Which, if they still even make it, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting, but interesting. Some of the things just do not work, but they sell it anyway, and you drink it, and you throw it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun little party thing, really. Just pass it around, see who throws up.
Right. So I guess, yeah, they have, in Texas, this is G saying this, here in Texas, we have country fried. It's kind of like chicken fried, but less batter coating. Okay.
What's the point?
Yeah. No, it's good. I've had it. I've had stuff. I mean, well, 4 years in Texas kind of gave me a say, oh my gosh. Okay, Nana, I don't know what the heck. Are you like asking for somebody to go and like stick the needle in your arm and like, are you like
Bacon
the
injection?
bacon drug addict? Cause look at this. I got Quaker maple bacon oatmeal tonight.
Now, did they make it, or you just added the bacon to it?
Based on the sound, it sounds like it was something that she picked up off the shelf.
Weird.
Um,
Because I think some of the things are just a little too odd.
uh-huh.
I've made bacon brownies. I didn't care for it.
Right.
I've had the maple bacon bars. It wasn't enough bacon to actually even taste it. It was just more of a mouthfeel. You feel the crunchy bits of bacon, but it didn't really. The maple frosting was so overpowering to the bacon, you couldn't taste the bacon.
Right.
That was the point.
Right.
That's why I generally don't have bacon burgers.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough bacon on it to actually taste it.
Okay.
You're paying for extra mouthfeel, essentially,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Well, Bam's on there. Bacon brownies. Yum.
Hey, give it a shot.
She's on it. She's
You may
all
like
over it. Bam's all over it. All right, so you're not much into sweet potatoes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I personally like sweet potatoes. I like to get them cut up, and they're kind of they're more of a dessert necessarily than a side dish. But I can see it. I can see it.
And there is a difference between sweet potatoes and yams, right? I'm not sure what they are. It's just different varieties of the same thing.
There is a difference. The difference is the sweet potato, I think, is a little sweeter than the yams are, but you can do basically the same thing with both. They're fairly close to one another, and the sweet potato, I think, has got a little bit more of an orange color, whereas the yams don't. The yams are kind of more of a lighter yellowish orange. They're not quite as dark. And the yams, of course.
Every time I've had the candied yams, it's too grainy. I don't like the graininess of it.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. That's sometimes it's just the way that you cook stuff that makes a difference with it. So but anyway, I was looking at the mashed sweet potatoes and thinking that could be something different, because I mean, sweet potatoes are supposed to be healthier for you than like regular potatoes.
Yeah.
Coco,
Have you had the sweet potato fries?
Yes, I love them. I love sweet potato fries. Oh,
No, I tried them. My oldest son, he loves them.
yeah.
He gets them every time they're offered. But no.
So Coco de Whiskey says we use yams and we do not use marshmallows.
Hey, go one step further. Don't use the yams.
Yeah. So I actually with our candied stuff, it's butter, lots of butter. The brown sugar, that's what I was trying to figure out. Brown sugar, and then the marshmallows on the top. And that's kind of more of a dessert, but we constantly have it. So whenever we have something different, it's pretty cool to like check it out. But this one here, and I had, now you and I both come from have come from the Seattle area, the Northwest, so you'll recognize the name on this. But Hasselback potatoes. No, that's not Matt Hasselback from the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, it's not
Hasselhoff.
It's not Hasselhoff either. But this one here, this is kind of an interesting little deal. Essentially, what you do is you slice it up, but you don't slice it all the way through. So
Right.
it's kind of like an accordion style, but then you do something
Okay.
with it as far as like
My
frying it or
mom-
whatever.
My mom likes to cook, so
Uh-huh.
I get it from her. And well, every woman in my family likes to cook, so I gravitate towards that. My mom gave me a Hasselback cutter.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially a little piece of wood that has an indent in the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
but a metal cover over it that has the lines bring the knife down, so it doesn't cut all the way through. It's just an easier way to make the Hasselback,
Right.
and so that makes it nice and crispy.
Yeah. I mean, I could see something like this in, say, a restaurant or whatever, but this would be,
Yeah.
I mean, again, because not everybody is going to want the mashed potatoes kind of
Right.
deal. So, spice it up a little bit, change it up, shift it a little
Yeah.
bit.
There's an infinite number of variations of potatoes. I've seen it where you cut it really thin and then put it into muffin tins, cook it that way.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Coco, you don't want to go down that path. They're talking about pecans or pecans as the option to how
What
to
part
pronounce
of the country in?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so as an alternative to potatoes, if you don't want to do potatoes, there's this one, which is butternut squash with maple brown butter that you could do as an option.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll try that.
Now I know that there's a lot of stuff with butternut squash that I saw as options. One of them being like a butternut squash lasagna. I don't know if I'd necessarily ever want to eat that, but anyway.
I'd want someone else to make it, and I'll try it.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. But I did see a lot of stuff like that. And then the other one that I saw as well was a lot of pumpkin stuff. Now this, see, I like the consistency of like tomato basil soup. Okay.
Yeah.
So this looks like it would be possibly something similar in that vein. This is a pumpkin soup. So this would be more of like a appetizer type deal that you could take a look at. But anyway, oh God, Tommy. Oh my gosh. Pecans are what construction crews use. Pecans, porta potties.
Oh Lord.
I told you my chat is nuts. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm an electrician, so I understand.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Anyway, oh God. So, all right, let's get back. Oh, jeez. I can't figure out which button to push. Let's get back to one of your other ones that you have here. So we did the shepherd's pie. Oh, well, we were talking about lasagna just a minute ago. So here.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Uh-huh. So here we go. Here's turkey lasagna.
There you go.
I saw a variation on this that was both butternut squash lasagna for like the vegetarian style.
Yeah.
And then also there was a pumpkin lasagna too. that there was a thought on that one as well. I showed that to my wife, and of course, Mrs. Whiskey being Italian, she looked at that and went, ugh. So I doubt we're going to get any pumpkin lasagna anytime in the near future.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
But
would this be worth the shot?
Well,
Maybe.
I mean, I would imagine that the tomato sauce, because tomato, especially tomato-based stuff, is a really strong flavor on its own. You probably wouldn't even really taste the turkey on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just...
Yeah, it's just something else to try.
Yeah, exactly.
Turkey of...
I mean...
Turkey Devon. It's just, well, I've had it so much. It's just I can't stand it anymore. That's the only thing anybody ever came up with was the tetrazzini.
Right.
Like, it's just no, never again.
Okay, Becky, I'm not exactly sure where you're going, but since we've already done it, I'm going to go ahead and throw this up anyway. Pecan pie. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but okay. All right.
Yeah, where are you going with that one?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. And Nana throws up turkey tater tots casserole. That actually, I've had like tater tot casserole down in the South. Okay, not saying that I'm like any kind of an expert on the South, but there's a lot of casseroles that they make with like tater tots. Tater tots are almost like a staple down there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So. Oh, okay.
My only issue with tater tots is if you don't cook them all the way through, the inside is kind of underdone and mealy. It's just unappetizing. So I like to have I like well done tater tots.
Yep. Okay. So Becky clarifies, I love pecan pie. You know what? I'm the same way. I love pecan pie.
Yeah.
But this time.
Oh, pecan pie cheesecake. It's in there. Do it. You will not be sorry.
I'm sorry, but I am a
have you made it yet?
I'm a cheesecake purist. Okay? I'm a cheesecake purist. I'm a little.
You got to get. Me too. But once in a while, you got to expand your horizons.
Okay? Yeah, I guess that. All right. Well, someday that is. You're right. What year was that? Was that last year or the year before that we had that in there?
I thought it was a couple years ago. Yeah,
it could have been a couple of years ago. So what we're talking about, folks, is is a pecan cheesecake, pecan pie cheesecake, and now I'm being called out.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, I'm a weirdo. Must be
for the cheesecake then?
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, cheesecake is delicious.
I'm with you. I'm a cheesecake purist. I like just a plain cheesecake,
folks.
Maybe with some peaches or fruit on top. Nothing else mixed inside.
Okay, I gotta defend myself here. There is only one style of cheesecake that is the proper style of cheesecake. Okay, period. It is New York style cheesecake. All right.
Yes.
I am a purist. It has to have the graham cracker crust, and it has to be, thick and stand off your plate and the whole 9 yards. All right. You don't mix it with any kind of fruit. If you like fruit, maybe put like just a small dollop of fruit topping, but not me, man. It has to be 100% pure cheesecake, graham cracker crust. That's it. New York style. Nothing else.
As soon as I figured out how to make that, I will never go back to anything else. Because I was raised on the Jell-O no-bake cheesecake. And when I was a kid, I thought, this is the best thing ever. Then I tried making my own New York style, which you should do in a water bath because it's a custard, not a cake.
You know what Mrs. Whiskey did for me, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe she'll do this.
It's like that kind of show.
It is that kind of show, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But what she did a couple of years ago for Christmas, she had a bakery he was a former bakery chef. He doesn't do it anymore, but he was a former bakery chef, and he baked a cheesecake for me. And I got to tell you, it took me a while to finish that cheesecake off, but it was good the whole way. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh.
What was in it?
Nothing. It was just New York style. It was,
Okay.
The standard New York style, and it was nice and thick and just, it was just awesome. Oh, apparently we're being called out again here. Coco DeWhiskey says, I can picture Rick and Kirk sitting on the stairs with Chandler and Rachel eating cheesecake off the floor.
Yes, I just saw a clip of that not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll bring up my own fork. Yeah. No, you do not waste cheesecake. I don't care.
No, I'm telling you, just cheesecake. We're sitting here looking at turkey lasagna, and you're now making me want to go and look at cheesecake now. But anyway, so there's the cheesecake. But yeah, there is a cheesecake recipe. There is a pecan cheesecake recipe in the group. So
try it at least once.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Or if you ever make your way back out this way, I can make it for you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
There's a possibility I will be back over in your area in February.
Mm-hmm.
There's a job out there. I was just there a little bit ago near Tacoma.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That I was there for like 3 days, but it was still a ways from you.
Right.
So that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But we can make something happen.
Coco says, we now need a cheesecake holiday and a bacon holiday. Yep. I agree. Cheesecake, bacon. Yep.
Well, that could be part of Festivus, right?
Yeah. Coco actually lives in the middle of the country, in the Wyoming area. So, and this is the other. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to digress here. Let's go ahead and. Here we go. We're getting off the rails. Coco has this habit because I stream at dinner time for her. And so she has this habit of coming into the chat and telling everybody what she's making for dinner, which of course I'm reading things and I read that and my mouth starts watering and then I start fumbling over words and I have to take a second and swallow and all this other stuff. She has offered to have a big, huge, I don't know if you want to call it a whiskey reunion, but a whiskey reunion or whatever, and get everybody there, get all the Whiskey Warrior P1s together and cook dinner for all of us. But yeah, anyway.
I'll bring the smoker.
Okay, there we go. So we got the smoker. All right, one last one under you for yours. Which one? It's this button. Thanksgiving leftover lasagna.
Which is a little different than the turkey lasagna.
Exactly. It doesn't look like it's an actual lasagna. It looks like it's just layered.
Yeah, basically it's a casserole.
Yeah, it's like a layered casserole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's basically the crunch wrap in a different form without the tortilla.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all the same thing.
Exactly.
Just what form do you want your mush in?
Well, I like my mush. In any form. US Abby Girl says, I made chocolate cheesecake one year. Need to find the recipe. It was a huge hit.
Oh, hell, we could do maybe for Christmas we do a pie episode.
Pie episode. Yes.
Okay. Family traditions around here. Before everything went to hell, my mom was in charge of all the pies.
Right.
She got all the kids together at her place and just made tons of pies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is espresso chocolate pecan pie. It is very rich. You will not sleep for 3 days. It is so good.
It's that purist in me that's going to have a hard time. You're going to have to seriously convince me to get away from my New York style. I'm telling you.
I will mail you a slice.
Oh. better mail me more than just a slice.
Oh no. You get a slice because you're uncertain yet. So
Oh, okay. Well, you got to remember there's more than just me in this household. So
well, then make it yourself.
anyway. Oh. Well, of course, Becky has to remind us that she's a day ahead. So it's breakfast time for me, and I just had Texan chili sausages. Sorry. Got to finish that off. Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
So where is she that it's breakfast time?
Australia.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's our Australian contingent. She freaking listens, man. I got to tell you, I've got some absolutely wonderful fans. I've got a contingent of fans that are dedicated every single day that I stream just about. I mean, it's rare that I don't see them in the chat. It's amazing. I've got some fantastic followers. You guys are all just the best. Anyway, all those Whiskey Warrior people, you're going to make me cry. Anyway. So where was I going here? Let's see. Oh, hey, this one. Now, you're not into sweet potatoes, but I got to tell you, I took a look at this and I kind of thought to myself, this would be an interesting one to try. I know, again, you're not into sweet potatoes, so bear with me. Just hold your tongue for a moment, but take a look at this. Sweet potato hash. And it's perfect for both breakfast and dinner. Kind of an interesting twist on just regular hash. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look like it takes much to cook, but I mean, I'm not going to be able to do it unless I do it straight out of the box. Okay. Just because of the fact that the way that I prepare the sweet potatoes, there's no coming back from that. So anyway.
Well, that's just cubed.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal.
Yeah, exactly. You just take it and cube it and then throw it in, but it looks pretty interesting. I don't know let's see, what else did they put in there? Let's see. Well, bacon's in it, so there you go. You got your bacon. There's the bacon.
Scallions. Yeah, my head's in the way.
Oh. Oh, here.
There we go.
Let me help you out here. So we got bacon, scallions, sweet potato, bell peppers, kosher salt, paprika, cumin, and
not sure about the cumin.
Huh?
Not sure about the cumin.
Well, leave it off.
Make it kind of Mexican. Not sure I want. Like, you gotta try it once as is, and then you can doctor it later.
Yeah, exactly. Try it once as is. Coco's on board. Yeah, bacon.
Can we get bacon fried bacon?
Yeah, bacon fried bacon. Why not?
With a side of bacon.
Yeah. Yep. Bacon side, bacon bits, bacon. Okay, so there was the beef Wellington, the Hasselbacks. We got all that. Pumpkin soup. Oh, for those of you who do appetizers ahead of the main course, this one I actually saw, and believe it or not, Mrs. Whiskey saw it too, because I was, previewing all of these. She looked at this and she's like, that's kind of interesting. This is, I can never remember which button to push here. Roasted pumpkin and goat cheese crostini.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I never would have put these two together, but apparently, at least according to all recipes, this is a delicious appetizer that is sure to impress your guests. Look no further. This crostini is packed with flavor. Takes a bit of prep, but it's so worth it, they say. So, and then of course, you got to add the bacon.
Yeah, is it on there?
No,
yeah, I see it.
It's not.
No?
It's not on there. There's
okay.
no, but I could just imagine that. I mean, here's the ingredients. So let's see if I can blow that up. Yeah, there's the ingredients. Raw pumpkin, extra virgin olive oil, chopped fresh sage, salt and black pepper, butter, leeks, white and light green parts only. Then, of course, you have the French baguette, garlic, goat cheese, and balsamic glaze. You could probably add bacon to it. I mean,
everything, yes.
Yes. I mean, bacon is like the what is that? The ingredient that you can add anything you can add it to. And there you go. It's all good. Anyway. Yeah.
Having brain surgery? Add bacon.
Why not? Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, for an alternative for the potatoes. Oh, and I got dessert. So, for an alternative for the potatoes, okay, instead of doing like a standard mashed potato kind of deal, here's one that I saw, and this actually could probably be a dish that you would do any other time, by the way, too. So here is fancy crusted rosemary scalloped potatoes. You could do a scalloped potato dish.
Crusty potato.
Say what?
I do appreciate a good crusty potato.
Yes. I don't know where to go with that one.
No, I don't mean anything weird by it. I like crispy potatoes. What? Okay. In homemade lasagna, do you like the crispy noodle part? Because generally, there's always the noodle.
Yeah, you've got the noodle on the outside, the edges. Yeah, sometimes. I mean,
my oldest son hates that.
Oh, really?
I raised him wrong.
Oh. Well, that's okay. My daughter is actually part Italian, and she doesn't eat red sauce. So, anyway,
kick her out. Who's owner?
Yeah. Well. So anyway, this is a fancy scalloped potatoes in a dish where you take, I guess, the potato slices and you layer them in the dish in order to make it all nice. It's yeah. Rosemary. Yep. G says rosemary. We have rosemary in the garden out front.
I live not near, but I had traveled to Walla Walla. Home of the onions.
Yes.
And I once got big old 10-pound bag. Before I had any idea what I was going to do with them. I found a dish similar to that. You make it in a cast iron skillet.
Right.
You cut about 1-inch slices of the whole onion, put that in the bottom of the pan, lay it atop with thin sliced potatoes and mozzarella, maybe a little bit of Parmesan.
So were those the Walla Walla sweets?
Yes.
Those okay, the Walla Walla sweets. For those that aren't, for those that are not from Washington, Walla Walla onions are like world renowned, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Every region has its own version because there's Vidalia over in New York, East Coast.
Right.
They have Vidalia onions. We have Walla Walla. They're kind of the same thing. They're sweet onions.
Right.
But anyway, it's an upside down thing because you turn it over so then the onions are on top. It is so good. It will clog every artery you have. There is so much butter and cheese in that thing. Oh.
Well, shoot, we're putting on bacon everything. Why not just add bacon to that?
Just add bacon to it. Yeah.
Oh. Anna says, from Ohio, I know Walla Walla. Okay. All right. So last thing, I know we didn't do a lot of desserts or anything this year, but this one I like. And again, you're not really into sweet potatoes, but I definitely am. This to me looks divine. Oh, sweet potato cupcakes with a frosting on the top that's been, hit with the, what do they call it? The butane lighter or whatever. Toasted.
Yeah.
See, that's fancy. That there's fancy. I'm just telling you. Anyway. Yes, I probably just pissed off a few of my southern contingents. Anyway, it apparently has got like a marshmallow frosting on the top, so I could just see where this would go. Man.
And how many kids are getting into the marshmallow frosting and just eating the whole jar by themselves?
Probably a lot. Probably a lot, to be honest with you. But
have you ever made the fluffernutter?
Okay, you're gonna have to.
Marshmallow cream, banana, and peanut butter sandwich. Elvis loved it.
No.
And he probably put bacon on it too.
Ah, yeah, you probably could. But no, I haven't done that. That's kind of curious. What did you call it?
Fluffer nutter.
Fluffer nutter.
It's marshmallow fluff.
Uh-huh.
And peanut butter and bananas
Right.
on white bread.
Okay. On white bread. That's yeah, that's I don't know about that.
It's handheld diabetes.
Go into a sugar coma, is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you go into the
And you wash it down with eggnog.
Apparently.
And then you have cheesecake for dessert.
Oh, you know what? I got to tell you, I have been. Oh, jeez. Apparently, you're not the only one that's. Nana, of course. My kids loved fluffer nutter sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned about it from Elvis.
No, Elvis's peanut butter and nanner sandwiches had nothing to do with the frickin' marshmallow.
I could have swore, but whatever.
No, now I've had those. I've actually grilled banana and peanut butter sandwiches. You know, peanut butter and
I've drizzled on some maple syrup too.
Oh yeah. Coco
So
says
it
I
gets
think
everywhere.
Coco says I think I've had that. Put it on toast instead to make it warm. Or perhaps grill it like you would have grilled cheese. That would probably do it. Oh, add a little bit of butter on there to brown up the bread.
And we all just gained 5 pounds just listening to us.
Yeah, well, you know, it's that time of year. You're supposed to like gain all the extra weight, you know, and this is my thing, man. You ever heard the song "Christmas Cookies" by George Strait?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you should check it out, man. Get if your wife's a baker, you really should do that. Christmas cookies. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Yep. If your wife's a baker, get some Christmas cookies going. That's why I eat Christmas cookies all year long. Anyway. Yeah, you gotta listen to it in order to understand. Anyway, so of course, then again, I mean, George Strait. So many women love George Strait anyway. But okay, moving on. I think we covered all of our stuff. So once again, just remember, you can get these recipes, everything that we've shown, plus everything that we have for every single year prior. And I put them all into PDFs and everything else. I put them on the description, the video description. Let me see if I can actually even pull that up at one point. I think I can. It should be the top link. Yep. Here, just for fun, I will go ahead and throw it into the chat. Boom. And click. There we go. So there's the link to download everything. Yeah, that went to everybody. So there's the link to download everything. You click on that and you'll download a zip file. For those of you who are not technically savvy, the zip file is just a compressed file. Your computer should know what to do with it. Once you click on it, it should open up and you'll be able to pull off all of it. Again, all of the recipes are in year order. So starting off with 2020 and then going through every single year. Pretty soon I'm going to have to like figure out a way to, I don't know, post it somewhere so that I'm not constantly like re-zipping it every year. But you can go and grab all of that for that. So there you go. And that has all of the recipes that we showcased here tonight. Yeah, Nana, you may not be able to do it on a phone. You might have to grab it from like a computer or something like that. Although phones are getting smarter, definitely smarter than me. You know, going on from there. So, all right. So you're heading over to your brother-in-law's for the prime rib. We usually do prime rib at Christmas.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, we typically do like prime rib at Christmas, but
But God, last year it cost me $200.
oh,
It's a bit much.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to find something else.
yep, definitely. Well, that's Bidenomics for you. Anyway, but last words, last things, okay, is pretty much if you're gonna roast a turkey, brine it. Okay, brine it. I'm
It
telling you.
adds so much flavor. But I've had people say they hate turkey. They love the brined turkey.
Oh, well, I told you, back when you told me to do it, I tried it the next year, and my wife and kids, they were just looked at me and they said, Dad, whatever you did this year, don't change. And that was the brining. That was the difference.
Yeah.
So,
And you don't have to use the one we have. There are hundreds of different types of brines out there.
oh, I didn't put it in the show notes, but there was a citrus brine. So, yeah, and Coco is agreeing with us. She says, brine the out of it. Moistness.
Moistness.
Yeah,
And
it is.
do not do any substitutions with the ingredients. I had people use regular ground pepper instead of peppercorns,
Yeah.
and ground allspice instead of allspice berries. Did not turn out the same. They said it was unedible.
Really? Inedible.
Well, not unedible, but it didn't taste like what I did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was very different.
Well, I mean, anytime you do some kind of substitutions with any sort of recipes or whatever, it's going to change the flavor of it for sure, which is why, like you pointed out earlier, you always want to take a recipe, try it that way first, make it the way that the recipe says. And then you can kind of play around with it afterward. So let me ask you this. What other adventures, outside of the turkey thing, what other adventures have you done here recently with your culinary exploits?
Oh, I tried. Well, last winter I bought a whole pig for one specific cut. I wanted I want to make bacon ribs. Take the pork belly with the ribs still attached, cure them like you're making bacon,
Right.
but then smoke it like you're doing ribs.
Mm-hmm.
It takes. I wouldn't do it again with the pig I had because it didn't taste quite right.
Right.
The pig, it tastes a little different than the mass produced stuff you get.
Uh-huh.
And a bit salty. I think I brined it too long, so I had to soak it for actually 2 days just to get some of the salt back out of it.
Right.
But it was kind of a miss for me on that one. I'm not sure I'll do it again, but it sounded amazing.
Yeah. So.
But my best one is the just the burnt ends. I love the burnt ends.
Right. Yep. So Nana threw this in. She's like, I have never brined one, never had an issue with dryness, seasoned with butter, black pepper, and salt, topped with bacon. And then, of course, Coco de Whiskey immediately says, it's the bacon that helps, Nana. Bacon. I've never thought about putting bacon on top of a turkey, although that, yeah.
I think I've seen a picture, of someone intricately wrapping every leg and wing.
Yeah.
A bit much, but okay, you do you. A lot of bacon.
Yeah, well, I mean, but then again, I guess if you love bacon, why not?
Yep.
Bacon. You could be like that dog that runs around in the commercials, bacon, bacon strip, bacon, 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 bacon. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So let me ask you this then. Have you smoked anything recently? Smoked anything else recently?
No.
No? You haven't
No,
smoked?
okay, I did. Okay, a friend got married. They asked me to help out with appetizers.
Right.
I did shotgun shells,
Okay.
which was hamburger, 50-50 hamburger with chorizo. That tones it down a little bit. Cream cheese, mozzarella, jalapenos. Stuff that into manicotti shells. Wrap that in bacon.
Okay.
Smoke that for a couple hours.
Right.
Brush it with some barbecue sauce. Put it in the oven. Get it real tacky, and boom.
Yeah.
What was funny is they had the main course catered, and the appetizers were done by me. Everything I brought, totally gone. Everything that was catered was still there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a great cook.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you are. You know, the
I really
times,
like what
the
happens.
times that I have broken bread with you, you have outdone yourself on
I try.
things. So I am certainly not worried about not getting something delicious whenever I go to your domicile. So there you go. There you go. So Cocoa to Whiskey, of course, that dog is all of us in this chat, meaning the bacon strips or whatever. So I got to ask you on that last recipe that you just did. With the jalapenos, did you chop the jalapenos up, or did you like leave them a little bit whole? Or
No. Chopped them up.
You chopped them up. How fine?
Pretty fine. I don't want any really huge chunks.
Okay. So you just made it. Okay.
Because, what really ticked me up on this whole thing is I knew, 6 months in advance they were getting married. They didn't ask me to do this until 2 weeks before
Right.
the wedding.
Oh.
Like, you bastard. So I didn't have time to do any kind of iterating of the recipe. I did the first one with pure chorizo, which was holy crap. I did one with, it called for Italian sausage,
Right.
which did not work at all because
Okay.
of the fennel. It was too much
Okay.
fennel. Didn't go with the barbecue sauce. But I made that for them first. They didn't care about it either.
Right.
So I came up with the second one, and they thought it was great, so I went with that one. But I could have come up with something even better if I had more time.
Okay. So
But I think I knocked it out of the park.
So there was a question from G, who's basically saying manicotti, 12 gauge, 20 gauge,
I think many kinds like 20 gauge. Pretty
20
large.
gauge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Cocoa to Whiskey's got a variation. I bet I could make stuffed peppers with leftover Thanksgiving food.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But I have a feeling that that recipe that you just gave us, that they're going to be asking for it. So you may want to write
Just
it
look
all
up shotgun shells, smoked shotgun shells.
smoked shotgun shells. Okay.
Yep.
So
They are great.
I have a question, and I'm not going to, I don't necessarily mean to put you on the spot, but I know that this is something that you are really wanting to do. Have you had any progress, and you can just, of course, say no, but have you had any progress with your Cooking After Dark channel?
No.
No. Okay.
No, because it was just too logistically cumbersome for me.
Okay.
My work hours are too sporadic, and I didn't want to invest that kind of time into it.
Okay. Because I mean, I would think that would be a really, definitely an interesting.
For those of you who don't know what that was, a couple years ago I had an idea of. It was more of a joke than anything else, but we kind of ran with it.
Right.
You have someone cooking, and then someone else with a nice voice narrating it in a sensual but not overly sexual way. There was a couple that really worked.
Yeah.
We were just a couple idiots trying something out. There is, I think there's a niche market for it. It could work, but you got to have the right people for it.
God dang it! You just freaking made me waste a little bit of whiskey. Damn it!
What did I do?
You freaking made me laugh as I was
Okay.
drinking. Oh my gosh!
Sorry, party foul.
Oh, that's gonna go into the blooper reel. Jesus Christmas! My whole damn desk and keyboard is all covered with this freaking, god dang.
Yeah, I've had my wife spill a beer on my laptop. Then all the keys go stick.
Oh, God, I'm not going to be able to, like... Ooh. Hey, we might be able to get you that nice voice if you ever think about it. Bam, one of my listeners, just recently submitted her version of the Pledge of Allegiance, and I got to tell you, it kind of surprised me. Now, keep in mind, okay, I know these people only by their screen names, and occasionally they send out pictures and things like that to me, so occasionally I can figure out what they look like, but more often than not, I don't know what they sound like. And so when they send me that stuff, and I guess Bam just left, but when they send me that stuff, it's kind of like, okay, I wasn't expecting that in terms of it, but yeah, she's got a really nice voice. She could possibly be your sensual, but not quite sexy.
I just had a thought.
Oh boy, what's that?
Okay, there is one episode we did that makes for the best opportunity for some really crude jokes.
Okay.
It's my spaghetti meatballs.
Right.
So I make the spaghetti sauce by hand. From scratch.
Right.
And where I'm crushing the plum tomatoes.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
Right. It would be interesting to have that video available to other people to try and do a voiceover on.
Okay. So it's still up. It's still up, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. I thought I deleted the channel, actually.
Oh my God! You what?
But I'm sure we have the file around here somewhere.
Wait, did you just say you deleted the channel?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're making me go and look. Just give me a second.
Okay, I can't load my phone.
Cooking After Dark. Cooking After Dark. Oh. Well, there's already a couple.
Some of them don't. They don't get it. It's not that kind of. It's women in lingerie cooking. Like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, like this one in particular that I just hit, Black Magic Woman, and she's in a. Well, it appears, I don't know for sure, but it looks like she's just in an apron.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm after.
Yeah, no, I know that's not what you're after. Yeah, it's doesn't seem to be, at least in the first. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well. All right. That's too bad. Anyway. All right, well, that's cool. Yeah, tell Bam next time. Because I guess she just left. Anyway, and I'm being accused of having a drinking problem. Thanks. Thanks for that.
No, I hit my mouth every time.
Oh, God. Yeah, alcohol abuse. God. You guys are horrible. You're killing me.
Oh, no, I treat it very well. It's liver abuse.
All right. Well, hey, folks, thank you all for joining. This was, again, the 2024 Turkey Talk. Hopefully you guys will download some of those. We'll say goodbye to... Oh, wait. No. I can't do that. Hold on. I cannot do that. We gotta say goodbye to Captain Unicorn in the proper fashion. He beamed himself in. Let me go ahead and beam him out, provided the effect works.
Yeah.
So here we go. Bye. Say goodbye.
See ya.
There we go. Going away. Goodbye to him. All right, folks. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Yeah, jeez, Tommy. Oh my gosh. Thanks for oh, and Mira actually was lurking, not talking. She basically was saying that she found a YouTube channel. Yeah, that would be it. Potentially. Anyway, so they're all saying goodbye, and that ends tonight's show. So do me a favor, if you haven't already, head on over to rumble.com, get yourself an account. It is free. Once you have that account, sign in, and make sure, and I'm also being told that the YouTube channel is still there, so apparently it's still up. But once you have that account and you're signed in, head on over or search up the American Perspective channel. Once you are there, make sure you hit that green follow button to ensure that you get notified every time I go live. All of my outlets, whether it's YouTube, X, Facebook, or Rumble, hit those thumbs up on the way out because, of course, that helps increase the exposure of these videos. I do appreciate that. I appreciate all you Whiskey Warriors. We will see you on Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on American Perspective. Have a great rest of your evening and weekend, and good night, everybody.
The previous broadcast was produced and is owned by Active Eye Media LLC. All rights reserved.